Hello again. This is Rhett, and I'm continuing my monologues of my influences in my life. I spoke last time about my grandfathers, who were best friends in northern Illinois farm country, rural America. I want to talk about my grandmother, one of my grandmothers, Charlotte Brad, my father's mother, today. Charlotte was a very kind, mild-mannered woman. I didn't know her well. I'd see her periodically, but she was really a very quiet, very self-contained, seemingly content person. But I really didn't interact with her enough to say that I knew her well. Certainly, I listened to my father, and he thinks of her with a great deal of affection. His father was brusque and mean is probably not the right word for it, but he was not a warm, fuzzy guy, at least as he interacted with his sons, including my father. But my grandmother, his mom, was very solicitous, very generous in her love for him. And I never saw that part of my grandmother. As I said, she was a very gentle, very mild-mannered woman, but there wasn't a lot that she shared. And I think about that a bit. In my family, we kind of do the old English thing about let's just get on with it. When something bad happens, we just sort of shrug and, don't complain and move on. And, we don't spend a lot of time processing the emotion, and certainly we don't rail and gnash our teeth or get all sad and weepy. We just kind of dust ourselves off and move. And I think in our family and probably in our culture, that's seen as a virtue, as something that we want to aspire to. But I'm not sure that's really fair or really, I'm not sure it is a virtue. I think one, just sort of accepting what life brings you is one thing, I suppose. But not fighting for it, not fighting for the things you want. I'm not sure that is a virtue. In fact, I don't think it is. I think there's certainly a need to get along in our communities, but I don't think it's a virtue to let things happen to you and not respond. And I feel like my grandmother may have done that. She married my grandfather after my grandfather's first love, who was Charlotte's sister. My grandfather was in love with Mary Conklin. Mary died of scarlet fever or some disease when she was 18 or 19 after they were engaged. And so my grandfather settled for her sister, Charlotte, and Charlotte settled for him. And their marriage was not passionate. I feel like she could have done a lot more things that she wanted with her life and didn't. And I feel bad about that for her. And I don't want to make those same mistakes myself. And I think in my writing, you'll see some of that idea that intention matters and working, striving for something that you want to shape the life that you want is something that I think my sympathetic characters will demonstrate.